Hello, my friends. Welcome back to this channel where we learn, grow, and improve our lives step by step. Today's topic is very special. It is about something that all of us struggle with, no matter who we are, where we live, or what language we speak. It is about bad habits, and more importantly, how to break them. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you told yourself, "Tomorrow I will change," but tomorrow never really came? Maybe you promised yourself to stop checking your phone late at night, or to stop eating junk food, or to finally stop procrastinating. But then, 1 week later, you found yourself doing the same thing again. Don't worry, my friend. You are not alone. This happens to everyone. Bad habits are like invisible chains. They are comfortable, they feel easy, but they slowly hold us back from the life we truly want. Now, let me tell you something powerful. You can break free. Yes, you can. Breaking bad habits is not magic, and it's not impossible. It's a process, a journey. And today, we will walk on that journey together. Why is this important? Because your habits shape your future. Every small action you repeat every day is like a seed. If you plant the seed of a bad habit, it grows into stress, regret, and wasted time. But if you plant the seed of a good habit, it grows into confidence, success, and happiness. So the question is not, do I have habits? The real question is, which habits are building my future? Today, I want to give you not only motivation, but also practical tools, simple steps that you can use starting today to take back control of your life. By the end of this video, you will understand why bad habits are so hard to break, how habits actually work in the brain, the step-by-step method to replace bad habits with powerful, positive ones, and most importantly, how to stay strong even when it gets difficult. And don't worry, I will explain everything in simple English so you can not only learn life-changing lessons, but also improve your English skills at the same time. Let me be honest with you. I am not perfect. I also have my bad habits. I also fight with procrastination, laziness, and self-doubt. But step by step, I learned how to take control. And if I can do it, you can too. This is not about becoming a perfect person overnight. This is about progress, about making your life 1% better every single day. So if you are ready to stop letting bad habits control your life, if you are ready to create the best version of yourself, and if you are ready to finally say, enough is enough, then stay with me, listen carefully, and let's begin this powerful journey together. Remember, this is not just a video. This is a new chapter of your life. Let's start with an important question. Why are bad habits so powerful? Why do they control us, even when we know they are bad for us? For example, you know that scrolling on your phone for hours is wasting your time. You know that eating fast food every night is not healthy. You know that smoking, procrastinating, or staying up late are hurting your body and your future. And yet, you still do it. Why? The truth is, habits are stronger than motivation. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright, but it doesn't last long. Habits, on the other hand, are like autopilot. Once your brain creates a habit, it runs automatically without asking for your permission. That's why, sometimes, you find yourself eating chips even before you realize you opened the bag. Or You unlock your phone without even thinking. Your brain is saving energy by turning repeated actions into habits. So, habits are not the enemy. They are actually a survival tool. But here's the problem. When a bad habit gets into the system, it takes over. Your brain loves rewards. Every time you repeat an action that feels good, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is like a happy signal. It tells your brain, hey, this feels good, do it again. That's why junk food tastes good. Dopamine. Habit is stronger. Social media gives likes and notifications. Dopamine. Habit is stronger. Procrastination gives temporary relief. Dopamine. Habit is stronger. Your brain is not thinking about tomorrow. It only cares about feeling good right now. That is why bad habits are so hard to resist. Another reason bad habits control us is because they are easy. Let's be honest. It's easier to watch Netflix than to study English. It's easier to sleep in than to wake up early and exercise. It's easier to avoid problems than to face them. Your brain loves the path of least resistance. It wants comfort, not challenge. And that's how bad habits trap you. They give you comfort today, but pain tomorrow. Maybe you've said this before. It's okay, just once. I'll do better tomorrow. But here's the danger. Every time you repeat a bad habit, even just once, you are training your brain. You are making the habit stronger, not weaker. Bad habits grow silently. One day of procrastination feels harmless, but 100 days of procrastination can destroy your dreams. Remember, you don't decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So let's be honest. Bad habits are not just small mistakes. They are powerful patterns that shape who you are becoming. If you don't control them, they will control you. But here's the good news. If your brain is strong enough to create bad habits, it is also strong enough to break them. And not only break them, you can also replace them with good ones. This is the message of hope. You are not a slave to your bad habits. You are the master of your mind. You just need to learn how the system works, and then use it for your own success. Now that we understand how strong habits can be, let's look deeper. Habits are not random. They follow a clear pattern, a cycle. If you understand this cycle, you will have the power to change any habit in your life. This cycle has 3 parts. 1. Trigger cue, the thing that starts the habit. 2. Routine, the action you repeat. 3. Reward, the feeling you get afterward. Let's break it down step by step. 1. Trigger cue, the spark that starts it all. Every habit begins with a trigger. The trigger can be a place. You sit on your couch and you feel like watching TV. A time. It's 11 p.m. and you feel like checking your phone. An emotion. You feel stressed and you reach for a cigarette. A person. You meet friends and you want to drink soda together. Triggers are everywhere. The problem is, we don't usually notice them. But once you learn to recognize the trigger, you can start to control the habit. 2. Routine, the action you do. After the trigger comes the routine. This is the actual habit, the action you repeat again and again. Trigger, feeling bored. Routine, opening social media. Trigger, feeling tired. Routine, drinking energy drinks. Trigger, seeing your bed. Routine, lying down and scrolling. The routine is where the habit lives. This is the part we usually want to change. But remember, if you only try to stop the routine without changing the trigger or the reward, it's very difficult. 3. Reward, the secret ingredient. Finally, every habit ends with a reward. The reward is what makes your brain say, "That was good. Let's do it again." Social media gives you the reward of entertainment or connection. Junk food gives you the reward of sweet taste and comfort. Procrastination gives you the reward of temporary relaxation. Even if the habit is bad for your long-term goals, your brain is addicted to the short-term reward. That's why habits repeat. Your brain is chasing the reward, not thinking about the consequences. Let's look at a simple example. Drinking soda. Trigger, you feel hot or thirsty. Routine, you open the fridge and grab a soda. Reward, cold, sweet taste makes you feel satisfied. Now imagine you want to break this habit. If you just say, "I will stop drinking soda," it will be very hard. Why? Because the trigger, thirst, and the reward, refreshment, are still there. But if you replace the routine, for example, drinking cold water with lemon, you still get the reward of feeling refreshed, but with a healthier choice. That's how you break the cycle. Here's the golden rule. You cannot completely erase a habit. You can only replace it. If you try to fight your habits with willpower alone, you will lose. But if you understand the cycle, trigger, routine, reward, you can design a new routine that gives you the same reward, but in a better way. Your homework. Take one of your bad habits, write it down. Then ask yourself, what is the trigger? What is the routine? What is the reward? Once you see the full cycle, you will finally understand why you do what you do. And that awareness is the first step toward freedom. Remember, habits are not destiny. They are just patterns, and patterns can be changed step by step. Now that you understand the habit cycle, trigger, routine, and reward, let's go one step deeper. Here's the truth. Every bad habit has a reason. We don't repeat bad habits because we are weak or lazy. We repeat them because they are solving a hidden problem, at least in the short term. Think about this. Why do people smoke? Usually not just for the taste. It's because they want relief from stress. Why do people overeat? Not only because of hunger. Often it's because food gives comfort when they feel lonely or sad. Why do people procrastinate? Not because they hate success, but because they fear failure or they feel overwhelmed. See? Every bad habit is actually trying to serve you. It's trying to give you something: comfort, escape, or relief. The problem is, it gives it in a way that hurts you in the long run. So the next time you catch yourself repeating a bad habit, don't just ask, "How can I stop this?" Instead, ask, "What am I really looking for?" For example, if you check your phone every 5 minutes, maybe you are looking for connection or distraction from boredom. If you eat chocolate late at night, Maybe you are looking for relaxation after a stressful day. If you avoid studying, maybe you are looking for safety because studying feels difficult and scary. Once you identify the real need, you can find a healthier way to satisfy it. Let's say you smoke every time you feel sad. The habit cycle looks like this. Trigger, sadness or stress. Routine, smoking. Reward, temporary comfort. But the deeper need is emotional support. So, instead of smoking, what if you call a friend, take a walk, or write in a journal? These actions may not feel as instantly sweet, but they are healthier ways to deal with sadness. And over time, they become new habits. Here's a simple but powerful exercise for you. 1. Choose one bad habit. 2. Ask yourself, what do I really get from this? 3. Write down 3 possible deeper needs: stress relief, connection, escape, fun, etc. 4. Think of one healthy action that could give you the same feeling. This exercise will open your eyes. You will realize that your bad habits are not random monsters. They are just broken solutions to real needs. When you discover the real reason behind your bad habit, you gain power. Because now, instead of fighting yourself, you can work with yourself. You can create a new routine that respects your real needs without destroying your health, time, or dreams. Remember, you don't need to punish yourself for having bad habits. You only need to understand them. Awareness is the first step to transformation. By now, you know 2 important truths. 1. Bad habits follow a cycle. Trigger, routine, reward. 2. Every bad habit is trying to serve a deeper need. So the question is, how do we break the bad habit without leaving a hole in our lives? The answer is simple. Don't just remove the bad habit. Replace it with a good one. Think about it like this. If you remove a chair from your living room and don't put anything in its place, the empty space will always remind you of the missing chair. For press, your brain works the same way. If you remove a habit but don't replace it, your brain will keep asking, "What now?" And usually it will pull you back to the old habit. That's why the secret to long-term success is substitution, not elimination. Step 1. Identify the trigger. Remember, every habit starts with a trigger. You don't always need to remove the trigger. You just need to prepare a new response. Example, trigger, feeling stressed at work. Old routine, smoking. New routine, taking 3 deep breaths or walking outside for 2 minutes. Same trigger, but a new, healthier response. Step 2, design a better routine. Now it's time to decide what action you will do instead of the bad habit. Here's the rule. The new routine must be easy, simple, and satisfying. For example, instead of scrolling Instagram before bed, read 1 page of a book. Instead of drinking soda, drink cold water with lemon. Instead of procrastinating on homework, set a 5-minute timer and just start. Small, easy actions are the seeds of big change. Step 3, keep the reward. Here's the smart part. Don't throw away the reward. Your brain still wants the good feeling. So, find a way to give yourself a reward that matches the new habit. Example, if your old habit was eating candy for comfort, replace it with herbal tea plus listening to calming music. Reward equals relaxation. If your old habit was procrastination for escape, replace it with a short break after 5 minutes of work. Reward equals relief. If your old habit was checking your phone for connection, replace it with sending one real message to a friend. Reward equals human connection. This way, your brain learns, I can get the same good feeling in a healthier way. Sometimes, replacing habits becomes much easier if you change your environment. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruit on the table and hide the junk food. Want to read more? Put a book next to your bed, not your phone. Want to exercise more? Prepare your workout clothes the night before. When you design your environment, you don't need to rely only on willpower. The new habit becomes the natural choice. Let's say you drink 5 cups of sugary coffee every day. You want to reduce sugar, but still enjoy coffee. Instead of quitting coffee completely, you can switch from sugary latte to black coffee with a small spoon of honey. Later, to green tea in the afternoon. You are not losing your reward, energy boost plus comfort, but you are slowly building a better routine. Replacing habits takes time. Don't expect perfection in one day. Think of it like learning English. You can't become fluent overnight, but if you practice every day, you will get better. Each time you replace a bad habit with a good one, even once, you are training your brain to follow a new path. Over time, this path becomes stronger, and the old habit becomes weaker. Don't fight your habits. Replace them. Don't punish yourself. Guide yourself. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. Because progress, step by step, is what will transform your life. Motivation is not enough. To break bad habits, you need smart tools. Here are some simple and powerful techniques. 1. Habit tracking. Use a notebook or an app. Every day you succeed, put a mark. When you see many marks, you feel proud and want to continue. 2. Environment design. Your environment controls your habits. Want to eat less sugar? Don't buy sweets. Want to read more? Put a book on your desk, not your phone. A good environment makes good choices easy. 3. The 2-minute rule. Make new habits so small they take only 2 minutes. Read 1 page. Do 2 push-ups. Write 1 sentence. Starting small makes it easier to grow bigger. 4. Accountability partner. Tell a friend or family member about your goal. When someone checks on you, you feel responsible and more motivated. 5. Reward yourself. After you complete a good habit, give yourself a small reward. Drink tea, listen to music, or just say, "Good job." Rewards train your brain to love the new habit. Breaking bad habits is not about one big action. It's about small actions repeated every day. But staying motivated is hard. Here are some tips to keep going. 1. Remember your why. Ask yourself, why do I want to change? Write it down. Look at it every day. A strong why gives you energy when you feel weak. 2. Focus on progress, not perfection. Don't expect to be perfect. If you fail one time, don't quit. Learn from it and continue. 1 step forward is always better than standing still. 3. Use visual reminders. Put sticky notes, quotes, or pictures where you can see them. They remind you of your goal and keep your mind focused. 4. Celebrate small wins. Every small success matters. One day without smoking, one page of reading, one workout. Celebrate it. Small wins build big change. 5. Be patient. Habits take time. Don't rush. Don't compare yourself to others. Change slowly, but never stop. 6. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I can do this. Your mind is your best friend or your worst enemy. Choose to be your best friend. My friends, we have reached the end of this journey. Let's remember what we learned together. Bad habits are powerful, but they are not unbreakable. Every habit follows the cycle: trigger, routine, reward. Behind every bad habit, there is a hidden need. You can't just erase a bad habit, but you can replace it with a good one. Tools like habit tracking, environment design, and the 2-minute rule make the process easier. Success is not about perfection, but about progress, consistency, and patience. Your habits shape your life. If you control your habits, you control your future. Don't wait for someday. Start today. Start small. One small change today can become a new life tomorrow. You are stronger than your bad habits. You are the author of your story, and the best chapter starts right now. Now I want to hear from you. What is one bad habit you want to break? Write it in the comments below. Let's share, support each other, and grow together. If you found this video helpful, like the video to support the channel. Subscribe for more motivational lessons, and share this video with a friend who also wants to change their life. Remember, you are not alone. We are on this journey together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning. And thank you for growing with me. See you in the next video.